Kutuntaskan duka tanpa air mata. 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 Kutuntaskan duka tanpa air mata.
The big idea is that we create a space for an entire community to gather and to celebrate a moment in time in their lives and in the life of this community, but most particularly at this moment of planetary history, if you like, to take account of our lives and the future that we want.
The big idea of the carnival is to use recycling as a metaphor. A metaphor for people to start to imagine how they can create a community, a society, in the way they want it.
And the idea of trying to close the Upper Tooting Road, which is one of London's main arterial roads, is that space. So the idea of trying to close the traffic and say, this is a public space for the community around it.
It will be a moment when the road which we share 365 days of the year with people who are passing through Tooting and quite probably not even stopping in Tooting, possibly peering out through their windows of their cars and the buses. And it'll be our moment to have that space for ourselves, to celebrate our community.
It's an opportunity for people to get together and have conversations that they wouldn't otherwise. It's an opportunity for people from different ages, backgrounds, culture, ways of living, way of working, to gather and creatively imagine what Tooting can be like.
Everybody has got something to offer to the carnival. It could be their story, it could be their songs, it could be their something that they're selling in their shop, it could be something that they have got a knowledge of growing, or just really talking to people about what it is that excites them about the carnival. The whole ethos of the carnival is to say that carnival as an art form need not exclude anybody. So whether we're talking to elderly people or very small children, it's the idea that there's a place in it for everybody.
The principle of give and gain is that anybody who comes through the door to be part of the carnival has something to give to the carnival, and so there is an openness to it from the inception of it. And what we're trying to do is trying to work with all the many communities that are in Tooting already, who are already gathering together and working together, and to communicate with them and to bring them together for the carnival.
I think it's an iterative process, really. I think on the one hand you're encouraging people to imagine and have visions and come up with big ideas and colours and textures and sounds on the one hand, and on the other hand you're being incredibly practical, very coordinated. We've got to collect trash, we've got to work out where it gets taken, we've got to design things, we've got to make things, we've got to find welders. But those two things work together. I think that's exactly what the creative process is. It's that sort of voyaging, not quite knowing, but then trusting that what you need you're going to find. It's very exciting when those things start to pop out.
The carnival in the end won't be won't be my idea, won't be my visual representation of what I think the carnival should be. The carnival will be what the 40 or so team of carnavalistas imagine that it will be, plus the hundreds of the other people that we're going to work with.
What we're all doing here is we're rehearsing. We're just rehearsing. We're rehearsing what all those new relationships and all those new social conversations can be about. Because there are some very difficult situations that we're facing, but we have to have the chance to celebrate ourselves, because only in that action do we see what we're capable of. And I think this is a really key moment, literally in the planet's history, for us all to see what we're capable of. So in a sense, we have to make those spaces work that allow us to see each other responding in that way, positively, and with great joy in our hearts.